I was just this close from drinking alcohol again. I remember me and my family, we went on a cruise going to Turks and Caicos, and this was about in September of 2023. The family vibes were there. It's been a long time since we've been on vacation. And what made this one even more special is that my dad and stepmom joined us. Temptation I felt was creeping heavily because someone that I loved and someone that helped birth me, my own father, offered me a drink. And that was the time of 2023. I remember very vividly, and it was a great time. In fact, this is this is the cruise I'm talking about. At that time, I was already over a year sober and not drinking and being fine with it and not really caring to drink. However, I did battle internally with a temptation, and my own blood, my own one who helped create me into life, offered me a drink. And my father knew I've been sober. He knows my story. But it was at that given time looking out the balcony and seeing the waves hit. And we're catching up and getting some bonding in. And those who don't know, me and my father haven't always had the most close relationship. In fact, we stopped talking to each other for like 4 years before, and a lot of it was because of alcohol. We finally got back connected in 2020, but he asked me, "You want a drink?" And I said no. However, I thought about it because he was like, "Hey, it's not US soil. It won't count really, will it?" And I kind of entertained that idea for quite some time. I thought about it. However, I respectfully declined. And that's when I realized it's not about the location or where you are or sneaking one in, but it's the identity and who I now identify with. You know, a lot of it I would say is because of my kids. My kids were on that trip as well. My family, my son especially. He always kept me accountable. There's a wrestler, Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, who at that time was WWE champion for like, I think 900 days or over 1,000 days, if I'm not mistaken. And my kids look at me being sober as a streak, as champion, as a reign, and so do I. So they're a big catalyst on why I did say no and decline. And this is the identity of who I am. But I'm telling you, I battled. I thought about it. I mean, come on. This is my own daddy. This is my own dad. This is my own father. Like, the mood was set. It's relaxation time. You know, it's Turks and Caicos. You know, it's this big ocean liner, beautiful cruise ship. Why not just have a sip and unwind? And boy, I knew that ain't nothing but the devil just tempting me. And this is no shade at my own dad or anyone who offers me a drink. I get it. It's camaraderie, a term of endearment, all the above. You know, I don't even look at it as peer pressure, but when you talk about pressure in those instances and want to talk about being a man and that camaraderie, I felt it. I felt it. But it didn't get awkward after. You know, we continued our conversation. I continued to drink my ginger ale, I think I was drinking, or Coca-Cola on the rocks. The truth of it all is I don't need a drink to connect to my dad. I don't need a drink to connect with anyone that I meet or any family member, any blood. But I need the courage to be me. I need to stand on my principles. I need to stand on my word and the discipline I tell myself every day. Because if I did go back, if I did take that sip, it would rub me the wrong way. I would not feel like I've conquered this mission. I would feel like I let myself down. I would feel like I left my family down. And it's all or nothing with me. And it has to be because I was a drinker for 15 years. And I was an all or nothing type of guy. Just wasn't going in the fridge and getting a brewski here or taking a shot here on the weekend. No, I overindulged. So this is what has happened to me in my mindset of going all in, straight edge, going all in, no alcohol, going all in sober. If this was a poker game, see all the chips. I'm going all in. What I want to talk to you guys as the viewer is that temptation is sneaky. Even in the most beautiful setting, even with someone you love, it can happen. And it might have you second guessing things. It happens. I always keep it real and raw with you guys and then not take a sip. But that's why you have to be so embodied in your why. Like, why are you getting sober? Why are you sober curious? Why did you stop drinking to begin with? Gratefully, my family was all around me. My kids, they were there. So I would have to look at them and just have a guilt or a shame that, you know what, daddy had a drink. Oh, you broke the streak. I would have let down my son Carter. So I don't ever want to let him down. I'm done letting people down. I already messed up enough in this world. Like, this is one thing I don't want to let down with and add to it. I want to ask you guys, have you guys ever been in this moment before where you had to second guess and temptation seeped in? If so, drop in the comments below. And I just want to say thank you guys for watching this video. If this content resonated with you, smash that like button so the algorithm pushes it up. And of course, subscribe to this channel. I really want to build this community and igniting your sobriety, because sober life is the best life, and getting rid of alcohol has been such a game changer. So thank you guys for watching. That's it. That's all. That's enough. I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.